purpose of using the Splunk and what is the main purpose. So let me open the slide now here for the Splunk. Okay. So in terms of the security perspective, why exactly we are using the Splunk? Okay, usually Splunk will use in this data analysis concept and other concept. So what is Splunk? Okay, Splunk is a technology that is used for what exactly? Searching, monitoring, and virtualizing and analyzing the machine data on like a real-time basis. It is a tool for like a log management, and for the analysis purpose we are using a Splunk. Okay, Splunk is a SIEM tool. Okay, most of the people have a common question here. Okay, is the Splunk is a SIEM or not? Okay, Splunk is not a SIEM, but you can use it for a similar purpose. Okay, it is a mainly it is nothing but why exactly we are using Splunk. Splunk is used for like a log management, and it stores like a real-time data in a form of events. For example, any attack happened or anything, you going to say like any, say like DOS attack or session hijacking attack or web application attack, any attack will happen. What will happen? They will keep up in a log files. It is helpful for what? It will help to visualize the data in a form of what here? Dashboard. So I will show you how exactly the dashboard look like. Okay, what is its concept? Okay, why exactly we are using Splunk? Okay, what is the main feature of the Splunk? Okay, most of the SIEM cannot keep in place. Okay, in terms of like a recent cyber security threat, there are so many attacks which are happening nowadays now. Okay, so Splunk is a monitoring tool. It will keep everything in the log files. Okay, this is nothing but analytically driven security solution. Why we are using a Splunk? Because this Splunk have many features. Okay, this will connect to for the Amazon Web Services. This will connect in the form of like completely like a visualization purpose. It will use in terms of like a Hadoop the big data. Splunk is used any kind of operating system, whether it is Windows or Linux. Okay, Splunk can be used in any operating, like any databases, whether it is MySQL DB, whether it is like an Oracle DB or any DB. Okay, so we have discussed about the basic concept why we are using. Now we'll see what is the main feature of using the Splunk. Okay, Splunk we are using because it's useful for like a visibility purpose. It allows you to collect what? Non-security and security data across the organization. Suppose, for example, if I have, like a 1,000 lakhs of records, okay, that can able to do what? Completely keep analysis. Nothing but it is used for what? Analysis purpose. Okay, either in terms of you mean to say like a data analysis part, or the either you talk about like a security perspective. Okay, it is nothing but very efficiently and contact. Suppose what will happen when there are so many records, right? It will happen. So there will chances of getting duplicate records. So this will do what? Completely filter all those capability. It has a capability doing what? A filter. When we talk about number third point of flexibility, modern big data nowadays, what exactly is happening? Lot amounts of data is getting stored. So it is getting very complex to maintain that data. Okay, which is getting deployed on cloud. Nowadays everything is on the cloud, right? So exactly how is it getting deployed? Okay, behavior analysis, by making it sure whether we use like a machine learning or whether we use any security operation, it is use of what, like speed of the process. Okay, we'll see exactly how does it work. Okay, this does SIEM with Splunk have some, when we compare to, that one, there are some limitation of the traditional SIEM when compared to the Splunk. Okay, SIEM tools are many in the market right now, but most of the company will prefer Splunk. Why they will prefer Splunk? Because this is like a limitation which the older SIEM tools were there, limited security data types, inability to ingest the data efficiency, slow investigation system process will be very slow. Okay, for example, any attack will happen. Okay, what will happen? The process will be very slow to catch up the log files. Okay, use cases are not what is actionable. Okay, when we talk about what are the main benefit of Splunk, it is nothing but like a GUI, UI dashboard will be there, faster troubleshooting instant. Whenever attack will happen or anything will happen, it will completely stored in a log file, best suited for the root cause. Okay, whenever attack will happen, it will be stored in a form of like a severity level. Okay, I think I showed you in terms of like a scanning topic, right? When we were using like Equinetics tool, based upon the severity level of the attack, what will happen, whether it is high risk or medium risk or moderate risk, what will happen? The graph will get created, alert will get created. Okay, and we can able to investigate a search based upon specific result. Okay, So now it has a capability of artificial intelligence also enabled with that, which is not there in the older SIEM tools. It is a better log manager for multiple resource. It accepts the data for multiple formats, and we can create a central repository that can collect from the multiple sources. Okay, multiple sources mean what exactly? As I told you, right? Databases, cloud, or whether if you want to connect to the Tableau or like a virtualization, we can able to connect. Okay, there are three main product. When we talk about the product, it has three editions of that one. One is Splunk Enterprise Security Edition. One is only Splunk Enterprise. Other one is Splunk Adaptive Response. Okay, so when I talk about the Splunk Enterprise Edition, it make use of machine generated code. Okay, how exactly the thread is happening, how exactly the vulnerability is happening, where attack happened. Okay, how it is collect the data. Okay, for example, when I'm using the Splunk Enterprise Edition, how it is collecting the data and maintaining everything in the business. Okay, similarly, Splunk Adaptive. All these are what a different products of what here Splunk. So similar to that one, there is a basic architecture of this Splunk. Splunk has the following components. Like we saw, right? Bubsuit tool. Bubsuit tool have a different components. Okay, like a different tabs. Here also it is having a different phenomena. How we are using that one. Universal forward, load balancer, heavy forward, indexer, search head, deployment server, license manager. All these are the various tabs which we'll discuss completely in detail in the next session. Okay, how this universal tabs will apply. Okay, how they will push the log data into the Splunk forwarder. Okay, we'll see in detail how exactly what is heavy forward, what heavy forward does, how exactly it will filter the data. Whenever there is any kind of error log happen, how will it collect only the error logs and so on? We can able to see indexer. Okay, indexer, how will it store the index data to improve what here the performance of the Splunk? Okay, how exactly whether it get deployed, what is used, what is the exact configuration what we have to follow when we talk about like a deployment server. License manager, how to check the licensing details, how it is done. Okay, how much is the usage, what is the volume, everything we can able to see in this one license manager. Okay, what is the best practices when we try to talk about the Splunk? Whenever we have to make sure test any index, it will be perform very quickly. Okay, when we are using a Splunk, what will happen? It can perform very quickly because the records will be there, right? So many records are there. Okay, which is at what we want to find out. Suppose there are, for example, like a 10 lakh records or 20 lakhs record. If you want a middle person, you know, like for example 1565 record we want, how will we get to fetch to that record? Okay, so how exactly will that thing can be performed quickly if we test the indexes? Okay, it is important to get a specific field right at the right index time. How we'll try to create the concept of indexing, very important when we try to talk about the Splunk. Okay, Splunk has the good features such as like automatic event breaking system. Okay, whenever the event happened in Splunk, it will completely give us what start time of the event, end time of the event. Everything will get detected along with the timestamp also. So this is just like a small demo what we have discussed about the Splunk. Okay, we'll discuss in detail about it.